Welcome back, family. This is your boy Joseph Perez on another episode of Code Bruh. We are going to be diving into a very interesting topic today. We are going to be talking about emotional versus physical affairs between men and women. Now, a majority of my episodes are about men to help you understand it. If you're a woman listening to this, to help you understand the mindset of a man and why we do the things we do. However, a lot of the things that we do are solely dependent on the things that women do or do not do. So it's very important that you understand it from both perspectives. And today we're going to do just that. So without further ado, again, this is your boy Joseph Perez on Code Bruh, the number one podcast for women who need a sidekick and a voice for men. So let's dive in. Point number one is that men, of course, are more likely to engage in physical affairs, and women lean towards emotional affairs. Men are very physical. We love to see the appearance, the beauty of woman. And when it comes to sex, it's very easy to do because we think on a logical perspective. We try to see what makes sense. This girl is beautiful. She wants me. It looks right, sounds right, must be right. Right? Very simple creatures, simple-minded creatures. For women are more emotional. There's more attachment involved. There needs to be a story behind it. They don't make impulse decisions logically, but they do emotionally. If it has to do with their feelings and their emotions, it's very easy for women to make a decision. And so for men, they look towards women easily because it's one of the things they're used to, is always trying to get that attraction, right? They always are either pursuing a woman or a woman might be pursuing them. For women are very talkative and easy to connect with, easygoing, and they can connect with people. And so it becomes more emotional. And so when men steer in the wrong direction in a relationship, it's most likely because it's over the physical attraction of beauty. Somebody who has big titties or a nice ass. Very hard for a man to just look away or not engage or maybe not pursue, even if he's in a relationship. And for women, they are easily entwined in a connection with somebody, even if it's on a friendship, platonic level, where the man is just so easygoing and so talkative, and he's a leader, and he tells great stories, great jokes, right? Woman can picture them being with that man, even if it's outside the relationship. And so it's very interesting to see that because it's true. A lot of times we try to figure out why are people cheating? Why is there affair going on? And it's none other than human nature for men to cheat because of physicality reasons, and for women to cheat or have emotional affairs and get attached to someone else, especially if their needs are not being met. Very important to understand that. Number two is that dopamine spikes in both emotional and physical affairs. Now, we all love to feel great. We all want to feel amazing inside, and the release of that dopamine is just it's an addiction. It's just like anything that you do that's addictive, like watching porn or having sex or smoking weed or maybe drinking, whatever. For women, it could be spending, or buying things. There's dopamine levels involved. So when it comes to those affairs, it's most likely because of that dopamine, and because we receive such great attraction toward or with somebody, that dopamine rises, and so it feels good when somebody appreciates us or loves us, connects with us, and listens to us, right? And why not have more of that, especially if you're not getting that? right? I mean, just imagine just you living the entire year, maybe not smoking, not drinking, or not doing anything that involves, that arousal or that beautiful feeling. Then all of a sudden, you get that. It's a great feeling. You're gonna want more of it. It takes a very disciplined person to say, no, I don't need that anymore. Even if you do receive it, unlikely that happens. Very more often than not, people receive dopamine and they just enjoy the feeling of it. So it's very hard to not have that affair or to not have sex with that person, especially if everything is right and it's everything that you've been missing in your relationship. And so that's the reason why affairs occur. It's because dopamine spikes in emotional and physical affairs between men and women. The third point is about emotional unavailability in a relationship, and it often leads to emotional cheating. And this can occur in men too. Women are more prone to this, again, because I had mentioned that they are very emotional creatures, right? Feelings are higher than men, and men don't really express their feelings as much. Just kind of suppress. It's there, not to say that they don't have it, but when there's emotional unavailability involved, that means something's missing, right? And if you've been with your partner for a very long time, you guys are becoming detached and you're maybe working too much and you got kids involved and there's so much shit going on, it's very hard to have that there because the emotions are gone. Right? They're not like how it was in the beginning. And so when affairs happen, it's because of emotions where men are in their feelings, women are in their feelings, and somebody else outside their relationship is providing exactly what they need, what they have been missing on this entire time in the relationship. So it's important to understand this because a lot of times when you get cheated on, you don't really know why. You try to figure out what went wrong. What did I do wrong? We had a perfect life. We have kids. We got a house, and we got all these things going. We got goals and future. What happened? It's very hard to understand that. But if you are taking the time to study and understand this on a logical perspective, you have much more clarity in your relationships and be able to prevent some of those heartaches and just really be more wiser and know what you have to do. Because if you get cheated on, most of the times it was your fault. I'm just going to say that. If you get cheated on, if you're the person that got cheated on, man or woman, chances are it was your fault. Most people are not going to agree with that. They don't believe that to be true. They would disagree. But I'm just saying it. If you are the person that gets cheated on, it's your fault. And it mainly is because you've missed all the signs. You didn't put in the work, the energy, the effort. You slacked off. Somebody else came in and took your spot. So the fourth point is physical cheating can occur without emotional attachment, of course. Now, and all the time that in a relationship and emotions are there doesn't mean that a partner won't cheat because there's a lot of factors involved. There's so many things that play into why a person cheats. And it can really, truly be not your fault. It can be their fault. It can be. It can be their fault. You could just have the wrong person. You chose the wrong man. You chose the wrong woman who always cheats. They're so battered from their past experiences and their traumas, and they are just a cheater or a liar. And they deceive. And they just are immature. There's so many other reasons and factors why other people cheat. It's not always because their emotional attachment or the lack thereof, right? And it's important for you to understand this because, again, the more you have information, the better you will be. And men cheat for various reasons. A primary factor as to their cheating is because of, yes, the emotional side of things are gone, right? They're not getting that oomph in their relationship, right? They're not, or they could just not be receiving some of the things that are needs, right? And it's not always about sex. It can be a man needs respect. He needs to feel appreciated and wanted and desired. These are very common things that most men look for and need. And some of them are they're just not emotionally aware or emotionally intelligent, or maybe just not aware of this in general. So they don't know what they want. But a mature man does. He needs to feel respect. Most men who are not wise, not smart, they don't know this. And so they go off cheating. It takes a man to understand this, and it takes a while for him to really develop the understanding of it. But that is just a key trait. That's the key for you to understand in a relationship that it doesn't mean it's your fault. It could be exactly his fault. Now, that would suck. That would suck for you. That if you were in a relationship and you did everything, you had great sex, you sucked his dick every single day, and you cooked him meals, and you cleaned the house, and you did the dishes, and took care of the kids, and all these things that a great wife does. And then he still went off to cheat. You were always there for him, you supported him, you loved him, you were kind, generous, and you were there to support his emotional side. If he was down and out, you lifted him up. But again, doesn't mean that it was your fault. It could be his fault. So if he does cheat, knowing that you did all these things, then don't be so sad and hard on yourself. If you were the person that has a relationship that was destroyed because of this, don't beat yourself up for it. Still do what it takes to understand it all, and still be your best version of yourself in a relationship. And also, take the time to learn. Take the time to learn, okay, how can I prevent this from happening? How can I choose the right man? Right? Because not all men are shit. What did you do wrong to choose the wrong man? And what can you do right next time to choose the right man? All right? That is bullet point number 4 is physical cheating can occur without emotional detachment. And the 5th point, and I'm going to leave it at this. Affairs fulfill unmet needs, but don't fix the problem. They don't fix the root problem. And so if you're trying to understand cheating and affairs and can you fix it, affairs, they fulfill the unmet need, but it doesn't fix the problem because the person has a deeper issue that you can't really resolve all the time. It takes a person that is strong enough mentally to really dive deep into the reasons why they did the actions that led them to cheat. If you're stuck in a position, let's say in a predicament, in a relationship that is really rough and rocky, and maybe you had an affair, or maybe he had an affair, this will be a period in time where you start to analyze why you did the things you did, or you cheated. Why did he do the things that he do? And what is it that you did wrong? Now, it takes a lot more than talking and communicating, right? And trying to forgive. It takes a professional to really truly understand both sides of the story, both perspectives, because both people are right, because that's their truth, their reality, right? It takes a professional to really uncover some of the damage that has done to help you rebuild if you're looking to stay in that relationship. Or if you're single now, it takes some therapy or a person that is experienced to help you understand how can you prevent yourself from being hurt or better yet hurting someone else. You have to dig deeper into your soul, into your mind to truly define the perfect version of yourself in a relationship. Affairs fulfill the unmet need, but do not fix the problem. So if you're in that relationship and you're the person cheating, it's not going to solve everything. The person is not going to, you can't have both. You can't have a great relationship and affairs on the side or cheating on the side. So, so you have to fix the root problem that causes you to think outside the box, outside that relationship. Very, very crucial point here. Now, fortunately for you, you have somebody that is experienced and is a professional that can help you solve some of those problems. If you're a cheater and you're a person that has had affairs before, chances are it's going to happen again because you haven't solved the root problem. I can help with that. If you're a person that has got cheated on and somebody else had an affair on you, I can help with that to help you understand the logical reasoning behind it to really resolve some of that pain and hurt that you have, to unwind that damage that has been done. If that is you, if you are very interested to understand what that looks like, I want you to go ahead, drop down below, coach me, and I will send you an email. I will send you a message to talk about what's going on. We can have a one-on-one session and we can uncover some of those problems to help you protect yourself and protect others that you love. Now, that's all I have for today. This is your boy, Joseph Perez on Code Bruh. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and like, subscribe, share with as many people as possible so that way we can grow this channel because I can't do it without you. And I know that this is a very important topic that people don't talk about because it's embarrassing. Let people understand how they can protect themselves and how they can protect others. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.